Hello everybody, I'm Kat and I have another wrap-up and TBR for you. The first book that I read in October was Mean Girls by Michael Ostow. This is literally the novelization of the movie Mean Girls. Overall, I was not a big fan of it. I really didn't like the writing style and I didn't like how the different points of view all sounded the same except for Gretchen's. I have a full spoiler-free review on this book, so if you'd like to hear more of my in-depth thoughts, I will leave that linked down below and up on the screen so you can check that out. But overall, I gave this book 3 out of 5 stars. I wasn't a big fan of the writing style. And the last book I read in October was Animal Farm by George Orwell. I read this book for school and it's basically about animals that take over a farm and it's based off of the Russian Revolution. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. The only thing I wish I had done beforehand was learn the history about the Russian Revolution before I read the book, because then I think I would have made all the different connections faster and I probably would have enjoyed it more. I actually DNF'd a book this month. I ended up DNFing More Happy Than Not by Adam Silvera, which I'm very shocked about. I was really hoping to enjoy it. I wasn't really connecting with any of the characters. To me, there wasn't really any plot. We were just following these characters around and the only character I really liked was the main character's girlfriend, but then she left by chapter 3. Once I got about a quarter way through the book, I just decided, you know what, I'm not enjoying this, so I decided to put it down. Maybe I'll pick it up like in the future, maybe a few months from now, a few years, and maybe I'll enjoy it then, but I just was not a fan of it, and I find that so shocking because I really enjoyed They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera, and after I DNF'd that book, it really put me into a reading slump, so that's why I only read 2 other books this month, and one of them was for school. On to my November TBR! So the first book I want to get to in November is Our Dark Duet by Victoria Schwab. This is not like Gemina, I promise you guys. I've actually started reading this book. I'm on page 100. I started reading this towards the end of October and I just didn't have the time to finish it in October. So that's why it's on my TBR. Much like with this Savage Song, I'm really taking my time with it. I'm not forcing myself to read it. Maybe I should, because then I will maybe get out of this reading slump. But I am really enjoying it and I'm so excited to finish this duology because I've just heard that this book is even better than this Savage Song, and this Savage Song like blew me away. You probably already know by now because I've talked about it so much on my channel, but I really love this duology so much. It's one of my favorite series I've read this year and I highly recommend you pick up this Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. It's great. And the last book I want to get to in November is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. I'm actually currently reading this for school. I'm like 30-ish pages into it. I don't really know a whole lot about it and I kind of want to keep it that way, but I do know that this is a well-loved classic and I'm really excited to read it and I'm hoping that it won't disappoint me. I'm currently on chapter 4 and already the story is pretty addicting and I'm excited to see where it's going to end up. And that is it for this video. Let me know down below some of the books you read in October and some of the books you want to read in November because I would love to know. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every Thursday and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!